Good morning. I am awake and alive and finally posting and filming my video yesterday. Not that this is an excuse at all, but yesterday I was really busy helping to run a national convention with a nonprofit organization about the importance of communicating and learning how to effectively communicate God's love to anyone. It's been a good week, but yesterday was really busy. All of my free time was spent memorizing, and when we finally got home, it was all and finished up talking to people and being with people and amazing things like that. It was kind of today already. So that's why I'm making my video now. There you have it. What I've been thinking about a lot this week is trusting, loving, relying on, needing people. And it's difficult. People are such a problem for me. I guess you'll notice that pretty much all of my videos are about loving people. But maybe this one is more about being loved by people, which I think is really important. For a lot of my life, I had issues opening up to people. Much of that I think has been resolved now, but I'm kind of on the opposite side. It's really easy for me to open up to people about things, and I wonder if that's okay. How much I should really tell people, how much they need to know. And the thing with opening up to people is that I tell them things, I begin to trust them more, and then I begin to rely on them more, and sometimes I begin to need them. Like, I will seriously want to be with them, and I will not be happy without them. As in, when this national convention is over, and when I'm still going to be spending a lot of this summer with people, but when I'm going to go back home and mostly just be with my family, I'm anticipating that I will be kind of miserable. I know the last time I came out to a national event with the same organization, it was amazing, and I loved being with the people so incredibly much. But the next couple of weeks and even months afterwards, I was sometimes really, really miserable without the people who I had come to trust and rely on and need. And so my question today could be taken many ways. I suppose I'll phrase it, how much can I open up to people without having the result of needing them? And we can take easily the example of Wednesday. I love Wednesday so ridiculously much. Like, she's awesome and pretty much my best friend. And we talk about everything. And we kind of need each other. We've decided a lot of things about us. So yeah, if we don't talk for a couple of days, we will kind of say to one another, why haven't we talked? We need to talk about so much. I have so much to tell you. And so we will sit down and talk about things. And that's always really super awesome. I love that. But the thing is, Wednesday and I, have you noticed we're siblings? So I can talk to her whenever, pretty much. Except for when I'm away, which is really sad. But I'm coming home. That'll be good. Anyway, should I love other people to the same extent that I need to tell them things about myself? I kind of get the idea of loving other people. In some ways, I guess all of my videos would contradict that, all the videos I have about stressing out about how to love people, but in some ways, it's a whole lot easier to love other people because you can just continue loving and loving and loving and loving and loving. But to what extent should I allow other people to love me? What extent should I allow myself to be loved by them? Allow myself to open up to them? Because the more I open up myself, the higher the risk I run that I become dependent on them. And I really do not want to rely on people. I don't want to need people. I don't want to be dependent on them. I want to be dependent on God. So, I have a lot of friendships that are very dear to me, and I want to be able to tell them things. I want to be able to say, look at what God has been teaching me. I want to be able to come up to them, and even if I don't have anything encouraging to tell them, I just want to tell them something that God's been doing for me. And I have a lot of friendships like that, which I'm so blessed to have. But I don't know if that's okay. General question is, should I become close to people so much that I miss them and that I need them? Or how can I let people love me without needing them? And answers. What I found to be true is that if I put my security in God, and if He is my hope and He's the one I am trusting, it's a whole lot easier to figure out how much I can let other people into my life or how much I can open up to them. Because if I see God as the one who really is the one who can resolve all of my issues, and He is my everything, I don't have to come to people and ask them to solve my problems for me. Instead, I come to God, and often God will use other people to teach me things. So those are my thoughts for you today, that missing people is worth it. Opening up to people and having your heart kind of break when you leave them is worth it. And really, you can only survive something like that if God is your only hope. If He is the one that is your base for everything in life. And so, that's where I'm going to go from here. National Convention might be over, but the friendships don't end, and God is totally here. And He will be the one bringing people into my life for me to love and to love me. And so, it'll all be okay. Yep, it will.